on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show every Wednesday. It's Wellness Wednesday. We got the one and only Dr. MJ Collier is back to help you stay healthy. Dr. Collier, good morning.
Good morning.
Happy to have you.
Thank you so much, Rickey. Good morning, Rock T, Special K, Gary with the T, the lovely Alfredis, and the beautiful Brett. Thank you once again, Rickey, for the opportunity to bring healthcare information to the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. So, Rickey, I understand hot topic in the studio this week has been youth sports. And so we're going to talk about that this morning. A lot of young athletes have started the school year, and we are all in the fall sport of football season. So there are a lot of questions being asked about youth football now. Since the diagnosis of CTE, or chronic traumatic encephalopathy, which is an Alzheimer's-like disease, has been associated with repeated head trauma like you see in football players. But other sports that put you at risk are those such as soccer and hockey. Hard-hitting in hockey can do it as well. So this puts the young people at risk. So what are medical experts recommending, Rickey? Organizations such as the Concussion Legacy Foundation and the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia generally now advise against young children playing tackle football due to the risk of brain injury and the brain's developmental stage. Now, this all came to head, if you remember the movie Concussion that starred Will Smith. And it was a black doctor that did an autopsy on an NFL player and coined the phrase CTE based on microscopic damage in the brain because this person was manifesting those symptoms, and upon death they evaluated him. So now we are well aware of this phenomena, and the question is, should we mute or control young people's exposure to hits, or should we just let people do what they've been doing, which is play football? We all know the benefits of team sports, camaraderie, structure, and structure. I know that's your key phrase, structure. You can tell the
we was here talking about structure
people
this morning.
Yeah. You can tell the difference in young people that have played on team sports versus people that are just have not had that experience. A good coach can have a lifetime of benefit to a young person in their formative ages as far as their attitudes and things like that. So what do you think about that, Rickey?
Oh, I think it's big. We was in here having a conversation about structure this morning. I woke up 15 minutes late, and it threw my whole morning off because I make my coffee at night. I wake up in the morning, take the coffee out of the refrigerator, put the coffee on the stove. Like I'm really, really, really structured. And one thing has a trickle-down effect on everything. In coaching, Little League football, Little League baseball, my whole life being in the HBCU marching band, where there was just a lot of discipline and structure, and it helped you later on in life with your professionalism. Anything I show up to, man, I'm always on time. You know what I'm saying? I like to get to the job early and get organized and unpack and set straight, ready to go or whatever. And I get laughed at a lot about it, but man, I don't know. Some people call it weird. Everything that's right is wrong, and everything that's wrong is right.
They say you OCD or some other thing.
Yeah, that ain't no damn OCD. That's just good home training. I'm so tired of black people love to diagnose somebody and then don't even know what they diagnose and ain't went to school for psychology. Yeah, you OCD, exactly. you ADHD, whenever somebody happy. If somebody's birthday party, then you cause yourself in a loss, how the hell does that make you bipolar? Black people need to stop.
So, my son Miles played football starting at age 8, and he developed into a decent quarterback, and but didn't continue to play on a higher level. He had gotten hit, he got a concussion, and so after watching that movie, he decided he didn't want to play football anymore. So, but I think a lot of the benefit that he got was being that structured environment. Rock T, what do you think?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. My son, he plays baseball, and I love football, so I introduced him to the game, and when he came back and said, I don't know if I really like this sport, and he didn't want to play. I didn't push him, but I was actually kind of glad that he didn't. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest with you, and I love football.
That he didn't play football?
Yeah, and I love football, man. I played and everything, but I was glad that he wasn't overly excited about wanting to be on the football team, and he said, "Nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna play baseball."
And right, one of the things we need to do, man, we also need to consider baseball and soccer. Soccer.
Yes.
They are looking for African American athletes to play soccer. Everybody can't play basketball and football. And if you look at the percentage of people that go to the league in NFL in NBA versus soccer and baseball, those are long careers that actually pay more money.
And golf and tennis, don't forget about
Come on,
it.
Doc.
And tennis, I got my girls in tennis.
Yep.
Yeah, so swimming, track, golf, tennis, absolutely.
All provide easy access to Division I school scholarships because they're looking for players, particularly African Americans. Baseball is struggling to keep African Americans interested in playing because they're all playing basketball, and so that is one of the issues that we have right now. So the recommendation is that children under the age of 14 play flag football now. And as you see, they have flag football leagues. This is becoming a big sport. They have commercials on ESPN, and so it's really being touted. And you see teams with boys and girls playing together on flag football teams. So it's one of the things they consider. They do have restrictions on, say, heading the ball in soccer up until age 14. They don't want you using your head to hit the ball because, this is the developmental period for a child's brain, and you can insult it by repeated blows like that. So CTE does give you increased risk, or you at increased risk for CTE playing football or contact sports like that. But again, you have to personally weigh the benefits versus the potential problems that you could have, and then make your own decision. But one of the key factors, Ricky, they said a coach that teaches you fundamentals and a coach that knows what they're doing and teaches you the appropriate way to tackle versus just getting out there, because there's always that one kid who is a mutant. He's twice the size of everybody else. He meets the age criteria, but he weighs 50 pounds more than everybody else, and he's a beast out there. But the normal size kids are at risk playing on the same field with this child, and he can't move up because of his age group. And, and a lot of the coaches like having that beast anyway. But, and they just send them out there to abuse people. And so the right coach, very important as to the rate of injuries and how a person learns the fundamentals of things like contact football.
Dr. Collier, I ran a slant, a 5-and-in, ran across the middle and got hit by Scotty Benson so hard. And you ever got hit so hard and your helmet and you got grass in your face mask, and when I opened my eyes, I looked across the field and I saw the band over there. I saw my boy Junebug playing baritone, who lived next door to me. Man, how about I quit that day and got in the band and that Thursday and March that Friday night?
Okay.
People say, how the hell you did? I said, well, I took band on first period. I already knew the music. So all I had to do was go out there and have one band practice, learn. Shout out to Scotty Benson that's listening to us on in St. Louis. That dude hit me so hard, man. Scotty Benson changed my life, but he wasn't supposed to be out there anyway because he was ineligible. Hey, if you want to talk to Dr. Collier, his GPA was low. 8669 Ricky, 8669 RICKEY. Hit us up, Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
My Lord. My Lord.
Buenos dias.
That man just driving to work, trying to make a living today. Probably got some relatives in the
10
car,
minutes.
kids listening.
It takes me about 5 minutes.
And now he done found out you done spread the man was ineligible,
all the
bad
time.
grades. I mean, he's like, damn, he gonna go to work, people walk in and they working and
Hit me, I said, when I came back to him, I said, ain't you 19? We got the one and only Dr. MJ Collier on with us this morning. Let's just go ahead and get right to it and go to the phones. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Hi, I just had a myomectomy surgery, fibroid removal, and I developed a hematoma on top of my incision. I just was wondering, is that something I should be worried about?
No, not necessarily. It's a post-op complication, but it's not a major issue. That is blood under the skin and above the wound area. That blood will solidify, make a hard clot, then it will liquefy spontaneously. You don't have to do anything. That's just the nature of this. Then it will turn dark purple, then green, then yellow, then dissipate. So that's not a problem. You can speed that process up by applying moist heat. Doesn't have to be hot, just warm if it's warm to the touch. So you can put like a hot water bottle on there, a heating pad, even just a warm towel, and do that 4 or 5 times a day until it spontaneously resolves. Now, if it starts to ooze a purulent material or the wound starts to smell bad, then that means it's gotten infected, and that's a different complication. But just a hematoma is a common phenomenon, and it is self-limiting.
All right, John, Dr. Collier, good morning.
Yes, I was wondering, and good morning. I was wondering, am I able to take numerous supplements per day together at the same time?
You can take most supplements are complimentary, which means that you can take them with no problems. But you do have to consider any prescription medications that you're taking, and then make sure that a lot of supplements are the same products or contain some of the same conditions. So you want to make sure that what you're taking is, like one type of turmeric, one type of vitamin D, etc. You're not taking multiple products with the same or similar things. But supplements are just that. They are supplements, which means you take in addition to, not instead of. So if you're on a blood pressure medicine or a cholesterol medication, you're taking supplements to assist with those disease states, you need to make sure that you're still taking your prescription medication, but also take the supplements. I would recommend that you take all of your supplements and your prescription medication to your doctor the next time you go for what's called medication reconciliation. Just put it all in a bag and make sure everything that you're taking you take with you. Or an easier way to do that is just take pictures of each bottle and have them in your cell phone so that you can have that discussion with your doctor to make sure there's no problem.
All right, John, with Dr. Collier, good morning.
My daughter has been having severe stomach concerns that was diagnosed with IBS due to stress. However, I don't think that that's accurate. And, what could we do if it is, in fact, IBS to help her feel better? Because this has gone on for 2 years.
Okay, irritable bowel syndrome, or IBS, is kind of a diagnosis of exclusion. Means we've looked for other things. Hopefully, they have looked for other things, including an upper endoscopy and possibly a colonoscopy as well, to determine and make sure that is it. And so, basically, when you have an abdominal pain, cramping, sometimes diarrhea and or constipation that can alternate, that falls under the hoop skirt diagnosis of irritable bowel syndrome. But the best thing you can do for GI health is to take probiotics. I would highly recommend taking that and adding that. And we also have a product called Lipo Cleanse, which is not a laxative, but it makes your GI system function more appropriately. So those two things, we call it the belly fix, would give you some relief. I am 100% sure. But it's not like you take one pill and the next day you're fine. It's going to be a process. But after being on the product for a couple of weeks, you should notice marked improvement in GI function. Also, you need blood testing for food allergies. You need to make sure that there are no foods that she's eating that could be causing this problem that just haven't been diagnosed. So those are the things that I recommend. Follow up with you. You can get the food allergy testing from one drop of blood at any doctor's office now. Most of the general labs do that. So, Rickey, tonight, YouTube Live, Instagram Live, Facebook Live, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the only interactive healthcare forum where you can ask your healthcare questions. Ask Dr. MJ. Go to Ask Dr. MJ on my YouTube channel to tune in. I can be reached on all social media at Ask Dr. MJ. Subscribe to my YouTube channel right now, Ask Dr. MJ, where we have hundreds of videos on various healthcare topics. Don't believe me, just watch. Also, go to my official website, lipodrops.com, where you'll find information on products like Dr. Collier's LipoImmune, the probiotics, vitamin D at 5,000 international units per day, and Lipo Nights, the product that removes belly fat at night while you sleep. Don't go to Amazon or Google Dr. Collier. The real LipoDrops products are only available at lipodrops.com. And remember, these are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, or its production crew. Get your 2025 flu shot now at your local pharmacy to optimize your healthcare situation over the wintertime. And stay. Don't you dare go away. You're listening to Dr. MJ on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.